So rehab scams is basically the buying and selling of addicts in this billion-dollar market, right? So it's they create these fake rehab centers that bill insurance for treatments that they are not actually giving people. For example, it's a huge problem in Arizona, and that's why we started, and in California, but we started in Arizona. Native Americans have really easy access to health insurance through the Indian American health plan that they created. And it started as a good thing because it was difficult. A lot of people lived in reservations far away. A lot of people, because of generational trauma and alcohol abuse and drug abuse, there's a real need for health insurance and for them to have access to health insurance. So you have these huge communities that when COVID happened, the state made it even easier for them to get the help that they needed through health insurance. But all these bad actors realized, oh, this is great. We're just going to build these fake rehab centers, go around in white vans, literally. There's like thousands of people still missing in Arizona, most of them Native Americans. And they go out in white vans to these reservations in Arizona and New Mexico, and they bring people who, have problems with drug and alcohol, and they bring people to these centers. And then they start billing insurance. They get you on an insurance plan, and they start billing insurance crazy amounts of money. Like we were investigating this one facility that they were making $800 and something $870,000 a week from dozens of people that they were housing, and not actually providing them the treatment that they so desperately needed.
They just housed them.
So, which is also illegal. You can't you can't offer somebody free housing, and then tell them that you will only get the free housing if you go and do our treatment. That's illegal. It's an illegal kickback. But so they were doing this out in the open. And some of these business operators were actually not even Americans. They were Nigerians. I found out that there were some Nigerians that owned some of these rehab facilities. But Americans too. I mean, there were a lot of them that were Americans. So these guys are like driving around in Ferraris, and, people are living in these fake centers. I spoke to people who the therapy that they were billing like $2,500 for a therapy session, 1 hour therapy session. That was a Zoom meeting, a Zoom call with 600 people on the call. And that's the therapy session. It's bananas. Or people who weren't even there and they billed for insurance, and the people weren't even there.
So 600 people they were collecting $2,000 from 600 people for 1 hour. Mm-hmm. Wow.
It is insane. It's so sad. It's really, as somebody who's reported on the opiate crisis for so long, just that is the only hope, right? Let's figure out a way. We have been trying to arrest ourselves and militarize ourselves out of this problem.